right, hello everyone. Today is Thursday, December 12th, and these guys are, let's see, today they're 5 weeks old, but I'm kind of rushing things a little bit for this litter just by a couple of, I guess, probably like 3 days. So we're kind of, since we're going on vacation, I'm trying to get puppy picking going before we leave, and these guys actually have been the perfect litter to do that on. Every litter is a little different with when they kind of start showing me their personalities, and these guys are dead on. So like, I'm super excited about that. So before I get into what we're gonna do here, I'm first gonna explain a few things, kind of what I'm explaining and how puppy picking kind of works and all that. So for those of you that have had Airedales before, you are going to know what I'm talking about if you've had multiple. These guys all are going to share the Airedale Terrier traits. They're all going to be hilariously funny and human-like and brilliantly smart and outgoing and energetic and people-friendly. Those are all just a given for Airedales. But under that umbrella of the things that they share being Airedales, they all have their own unique and individual personalities. And I sometimes run into where people maybe have only ever had like one Airedale their whole life, and they kind of just assume all the things are going to be the exact same from that Airedale to this Airedale. And like, you're going to see a ton of similarities from the Airedale part of them, but there's going to be differences from the personality part of them. Truly, no two are the same. It's amazing. Just like people. Who is that? That was dark green. So this is a great litter. I've been super excited to see their personalities coming out. This is yellow, by the way, and this is red. So what I do to describe personalities is I rank them, boys and girls, in order of most outgoing and energetic to least. That's yellow right there. And why do I do this? It's because I've found that in doing that, it gives a really good reflection of what their personalities are going to turn into as adults. So number one being the most outgoing and energetic. Those ones usually stay outgoing and energetic, kind of independent. Sometimes they're the more alpha ones. Like if they're going to be alpha, they're going to be marked as the more number, the lower number, 1, 2 or whatever in a litter. Again, more independent, alpha, energetic, like that's what you're getting from those numbers. And then with the least energetic and outgoing, the 3, 4, and 5 for this litter. Those are the ones that are going to be your more, I don't like to use the word dependent because dependent is kind of that makes them sound needy. That's not what I mean, but just not as independent as the more outgoing ones, more laid back, a little bit less energetic. Again, in like parentheses, I say they're Airedales. They're all going to be energetic. This is purple female, dark green male, but a little bit more laid back. Sometimes they present themselves at this age as shy and sometimes even a little scared of stuff. And that can throw people off at this age because at this age, everybody sees the fun, playful puppy in the video and is like, oh, that's what I want. I promise you, and I can't ever emphasize this enough, every single one of these guys, you're not going to be able to hold them still. They're going to be playful, outgoing, energetic, insane little Airedale Terrier puppies by the time you pick them up. If you're nervous about that, go back on videos of all my litters and look at the 5.5 week videos and then compare that same litter at 8 weeks. And they're all wild and crazy. There is no exception. So don't be afraid of that. I get that every time where somebody's like, I don't want a shy puppy. It's an Airedale. They're not going to be shy. But there are quieter, more laid back Airedales, and those present themselves as the quiet and shy puppies. So that's why I do the ranking. I'm also going to touch on coloring and size. Coloring, I'll just say that now. Coloring, Airedale Terriers come in 2 colors approved by AKC, grizzle and tan and black and tan. It's nearly impossible to tell at this age whether they're going to be grizzle and tan or black and tan. That happens when the saddle starts receding into the back as they get older and when that wiry adult hair comes in. You can look at the shade of brown on their face. Like this is yellow and you can see the brown on her face is like that rich red, but on her eyebrows and right here, these are the 2 places that usually is lightest. So that's pretty dark. So you can see that. This litter overall, I have felt like is pretty dark in the face. But usually that rich brown is the closest guess you can get to, are they gonna stay black and tan or grizzle and tan? It's just hard to say. And size, I will rank them in size order as well. But size is unpredictable too. In an Airedale, the size can vary 20 pounds in this litter, easily. So it's very hard to predict size. In general, our puppies average about 65 pounds, with the males pushing 70 sometimes. You can look at the sizes they are now. You can look at their paw sizes, all that stuff. But honestly, I've seen the littlest ones end up huge, and I've seen the huge ones stop growing a little sooner. Obviously, in general, if you are wanting a smaller puppy, dog, picking a smaller puppy, in general, you do kind of get that a little bit. So that's the most I can tell you about that. Maybe I will just do size real quick because they're all standing up real nice. For the girls, I'm going to say probably red is my biggest. Red and orange are built really solid. Pink would be the next after them, going from biggest to littlest. So red and orange, and then pink. Followed by pink and purple are about the same size. And then yellow is definitely my little petite one of the girls. She's just definitely a little petite thing. Of the boys, lime green, is that him? No, that's purple. Lime green is a hoss. He's a big boy. Where are you? Huh? Where are you hiding? Oh yeah, he's back in the corner. Lime green. Making sure I did get all the females, yeah. Followed by, let's see. Followed by, I would say, dark green. That's orange right in front of me. And this is dark green. Yeah, lime green, then dark green. And then brown. Or wait, not brown, sorry. I was looking at silver over there. Silver and brown are my smaller males. They're just, again, more petitely built. So I would say third is silver, and then brown is my, yeah, he's my little petite guy right there. So that's size. So getting on to personality, we're going to start with the boys. And I'm going to do that, well, I'll get into that at the end. Okay, we're going to start, this is Gray right here, and he is my number one most outgoing. Not surprising, a lot of times my little ones, so Gray and yellow right here. A lot of times my smaller puppies, which Gray's not like small, but kind of more, like I said, built a little bit smaller. A lot of times those guys end up a little feistier, it seems like, because they've had to defend themselves. But he is outgoing. Nothing, when something scary comes along, he bounces back really quick from it. He's always looking for a fun time. He's a fun boy. My number 2, yeah, look at him. He's looking for play right now. Try to get their faces too. Sorry, buddy. Number 2 is lime green. He's right here. He's a notch. Oh, did I scare you? Sorry. He's a notch below. Now he's going to be all bashful, aren't you? Let me see your pretty face, buddy. Not going to show it right now, huh? Here. He's my number 2. He's usually out there causing trouble too. But just like he's showing you now, he's definitely like when something scares him, it does take him a second to bounce back from that. But I do have him as one of the more outgoing ones. Him and Brown, I had a hard time between 2 and 3. So those two can probably swing back and forth a little bit. Like at the moment, I would put Brown as number 2. But I'm saying all this based on what I see all the time. So keep that in mind, that brown and lime green are both right there in the middle. And they really are really middle of the road personality puppies. Here's Brown. They just are. Like, they're just not super outgoing, but they're not the quiet and shy ones either. So we'll stick with what I had because I've been planning this longer than just today. So keep that in mind when you're watching. Puppies are like people, and they have moods, and they have good days and bad days. And what I'm saying is what I see all the time. So Gray is 1, lime green is 2. brown is 3, and dark green is my number 4. Where is he? There he is. He's over there. And again, he's just kind of cautious. Again, he's really not like a shy guy though. I really like that this litter is really even-tempered. We've been working for a lot of years to breed dogs that are even-tempered and don't have like super extreme personalities, you know, one being super crazy and outgoing and one being super shy. So it's really great to see that. So that's the boys. From the girls, if you haven't guessed it, now they're all tiring out. Yellow is my number 1. She's a go-getter. She's always looking to stir up some trouble, aren't ya? Number 2 is red. She's right there. And her and yellow are kind of hand-in-hand ornery, but yellow's definitely a notch above red. Would you look here? There we go. And then number 3 is pink. Where is pink? There she is right here. Red coming behind her. You know I'm talking about you, huh? And then number 4 is purple. Uh-oh. Are you stuck? Always got to be a first. Here's purple. It's a light purple. Purple is, again, my real. She is not quiet and shy, but as you can see, she's cautious about stuff. But she loves people, and she's definitely not one of the more outgoing ones. She's definitely one of the quieter ones, with pink being real middle of the road and her definitely being a notch below that. And then my number 5 is orange. Look at red chewing on the bar. So this is orange. Orange is my quiet one, probably of the whole litter. She's just real chill, and she's definitely just a really easygoing girl. So we're already at 12 minutes, so I'm gonna cut this one for today. The next video on Saturday, I'm going to spend a lot less time talking and more time just letting you see the puppies. And what I'm going to do is this is purple, follow one puppy at a time to make sure that you all get a chance to see them. And yeah, we'll start picking on Saturday after I get that video, and I'll walk you through all of that. So in the meantime, I highly recommend sitting down with your family, watching this. It's not time to pick, but it's important to be thinking about it with your family in advance so that we can keep picking moving, because everybody's really excited to pick. So I do ask that you try to think about that it's coming up with that time frame. And if you're not first to pick, or if you're not last, if you're second or first, if you're second or third, try putting your top 2 or 3 in order with your family as you watch this and as you watch the video on Saturday. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you again in a couple of days.